Hello beautiful people, my name is Jennifer Ashley. Thanks so much for clicking on my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you this beautiful look. Okay, it's not that gorgeous, but it's pink and it's nice. So, take a look at this. I'm using the 35B Morphe palette. I believe this is the first time I used it, so let's go ahead and check it out. So the first thing I actually did was wash my face with the Daily Face Cleanser. This is the e.l.f. one. What I like to do is after I wash my face, I like to let it dry. I like air dry, so I don't just pat it dry. Then I go ahead and I apply some of this Inea Gold Anti-Wrinkle Day Serum. I just kind of let spread this all over my face, and I also let this dry. And then I go in with this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I just kind of dot this everywhere and blend it in. This next product is a new product for me. This is the Revolution Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control. I wasn't sure how to feel about this. I kind of read a little bit of it. As you can see, it wasn't my favorite setting spray. My favorite one is the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. This has always been my favorite. It was just the one I kind of stuck to, and I smelled the Makeup Revolution one. It kind of smelled really bad, and the spray kind of hits you in the face, whereas with the NYX one, it just kind of, it's like a mist and it goes all over your face. So I just kind of had to put up with the smell and the hard hits on my face with it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to see what it was like. Then I'm going in with this Super Stay Maybelline foundation, and this is the color 220. And there is no real method to me putting this on. I just kind of put it on, brush it on, however. Just kind of doing like little lines. And then this is actually the first time I'm using a beauty blender. My sister said I should use it and to make sure I wet it. So here I am. The one I'm using is, I believe, the Beauty Blend one. I'll have to double check, but I got this at TJ Maxx and it came in a 3-pack. The one I'm using is the one that looks more like a teardrop one. I wasn't really sure how to use this, but I guess I figured it out because usually I used to use one of those oval brush ones. And I really liked it, but I was actually thoroughly surprised with how the Beauty Blender actually worked. I wasn't expecting that. I was really expecting it to absorb all of the product. Despite me seeing other people use it before, it actually looks really nice, and I'm thoroughly impressed with it. So here you can just see me beating my face for like 5 minutes straight, trying to figure out if I'm blending everything correctly. I'm also checking out to see if it's really covering everything. I did notice it, so I was pretty happy with that. And then I'm going in with the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. This is in the color medium, and I'm going in with the darkest shade at the upper left corner. And I'm just kind of like, honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing half the time when I'm doing this, but I just kind of put it wherever I feel like it should go. So I'm just kind of drawing that down my nose. I kind of like to do like a little line, right? Kind of make it look like a little button. And I do it right under my lip to kind of get my lips to look a little more fuller. So right there, I'm just kind of blending out that contour cream thing. I like to put some down my neck as well to kind of give it some shadows. I think I did a pretty good job. I don't know if I feel like the Beauty Blender took so much of it away, or is that how it's supposed to look? Maybe it's the lighting. Then I'm kind of going right back in there with a little bit more of the cream to just kind of add a little bit more. I didn't like how you couldn't really tell on the nose, so I just added a little bit more just to kind of intensify that a little bit. Just so you know, like, it doesn't always come out right the first time, so I always have to like retouch it and stuff. So I wanted you guys to know that that's what happens sometimes when you're doing your makeup. And then right here, I'm using this Johnson & Johnson's baby powder. I'm actually using this kind of as like the baking powder. I've seen other people use it, so this is what I decided to use, and I just transferred it over to like a old powdered container, and I'm using the purple beauty blender that came in the trio to put it on. I used to use a brush and that was horrible. I did notice that with this I don't get fallout, like it doesn't fall out like it used to with the brush, so I'm really happy with this, and it really gets like a thick layer of it onto my face, so I'm really happy with how this looks. I kind of like to let it sit. I wasn't sure. I mean, honestly, I don't know how to do this baking stuff. I just kind of go with based off of what I've seen, and I hope to adjust my beauty routine as I go. I got some of it on my eyebrows, so what I'm going in is with this brush and just kind of brushing it off, and then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Liner and brow cream in medium brown, and I'm going to do my eyebrows. So this is the first time I use this. I've never used a cream eye cream to do my eyebrows, so yeah, I'm kind of concentrating on trying to get this right. They did look a lot darker than they looked when I've done them before. I usually like to use the powdered eyebrow stuff, but I'm kind of okay with how this looked. I just kind of have to learn how to use it because this was the first time I used it. I didn't know you had to kind of feather it out at the closer to the bridge of your nose, and then kind of intensify it in the going towards the tail of it. But I think I got the hang of it. So yeah, just kind of watch me do that. I think I wanted to shape them correctly, and I think I wasn't doing it correctly, so it kind of looked like I had two tails going on with the eyebrow thing. Yeah, I don't know. I really like this brush. The brush that I'm using is actually a nail art brush, and I really like that one in particular to do my eyebrows. And that one that I'm using to actually clean up my brows is also it's actually a painting brush, and it's a harder bristle one. I really like that one to just kind of clean it up. I love it whenever I put foundation on my eyebrows by accident, or I just need to like blend my eyebrows out. I really like to use that. I use it to brush my brows, so I guess it's maybe just because it's so flat. I just love it, and it's the only one of my art brushes that I use for makeup. And then right here I'm going in and dusting off all of that baby powder on my face. I was kind of smelling it to see what it smelled like. It smelled okay. And I really like how the baby powder kind of makes everything kind of matte on your face. Here I'm going in with the Lisa Frank. This was the Glamour Doll one. It was in the bronzed one. I think it was matte bronzed. And I'm just kind of intensifying that contour that I had done earlier. So I'm just kind of touching up my cheeks, or cheekbones, around my face, under my neck and stuff, to just kind of intensify it. It's not super dark. It just kind of gives it like a little bit of an extra touch to it. And I think it's just kind of like the setting powder to the contour. Kind of, sort of. And I kind of pinch the thicker side of the brush to kind of make it thinner for my nose. And then I'm going in here with the, this is the Too Faced Insurance crease, eyeshadow crease, or anti-eyeshadow crease one. And I just kind of dab that all over my eyelid and blend it out. This stuff lasts forever. I've had this tube that I'm using now forever. Oh my god. I think since 2015, and we're in 2018. I've had it for a long time, and you only need like a dot, so a little goes a long way. And here is my main thing. This is the Morphe palette, the 35B one. I'm so happy with this palette. I went to the mall and I bought it, and I was so happy. So you can see me just kind of deciding what I'm going to do. So this look was just kind of in the spur of the moment. I don't plan most of the looks that I do. They're just kind of done. So there you go. I'm using that pink one. I'm just kind of like using it kind of like a transition shade since it's the lightest one there. And then I'm going in with this other one. It's like the second color to the top row, and I'm just kind of going over it with that same brush. And then I'm doing the same with the second eye. Then, of course, I realized that I probably should use this. This is some washi tape. I just bought it on eBay. I'm just going to be using this to put right under my eyes to kind of form more of a straight line whenever I'm blending colors out or doing any eyeliner, just so it doesn't look all ugly and stuff. You can see me going in with this darker pink color right above the red. And I'm just kind of putting it like on the outer corner and blending it out onto my crease. And I'm just kind of concentrating mostly on the crease and then slightly moving it up, kind of feathering it up, not just brushing it on, kind of. So I'm concentrating mostly on the crease and then just blending it out. And then I'm going right back in with that second pink color and then the first pink color, just to kind of make sure that those colors don't get lost with the new darker pink one. And then I'm going in with this kind of like a purple one and then this deep purple, I guess, bright one, I guess. It's like a berry and then like a purple one. And I'm just kind of mixing them together. And I'm going over the crease once more. But this is just intensifying it. So it's just the main color there. I'm not trying to feather this out too much. I do want it to look blended. But I don't want it to look like a harsh line. So I'm just kind of going into that, okay? And then I'm using the leftovers. Since I dust off the excess, I dusted off on this little ceramic tray, and I just kind of use that to blend it out. So I'm not grabbing new color, I'm just using the excess color. And then once again, just using that original pink color and just blending it in to make sure that the colors don't get lost. And I'm repeating with the other eye. Same thing, using the excess to blend it out. And then I'm going in with these eye primer. This is a Mika Beauty one. I'm just kind of brushing it around in the pot, kind of trying to warm it up so it's a little more creamier. And then I'm just using this on the lid of the eye to clean it up, basically, so I can put a new color over. And I'm just doing it all over the lid, trying to not cover up some of that deeper purple that I originally did, or else I'll just be covering up all the hard work that I've done. I think I concentrated because this is the first time I ever did that, so you can see my face. And then I'm going with these two pink colors, and I'm just putting that in the outer corner of my lid to center of the lid. Just kind of dabbing it on. I'm not brushing it on, I'm just dabbing it on to kind of pack it in on there. And then I'm going closer to the center, as you can see. And then that other purple color, just kind of intensifying the crease a little, just to make sure it still looks Gucci. Then I'm going with this other, like the deepest purple that they have right there. And I'm doing this on the outer corner of my eye, just to kind of give it like a slight little winged look, but not too intense, just kind of there. I guess kind of like a ombre effect kind of sort of thing. And I'm also I'm switching brushes constantly to try to get the best effect. And I'm going in with that purple one and doing it right above where that purple one on the lid is, just to kind of, like I said, doing like a almost ombre effect, so it's not just one shade going in there. And then retouching it up with that original pink shade on the upper, just to, you know, like I said again, make sure that the color doesn't get lost. Still want it to look nice up there. Multiple shades of pink. I'm going in with this Kiko Milano eyeshadow. Now, I believe this one might have been discontinued. I'll go ahead and put in the color of that one on there. But yeah, it's a shimmery one. I'm also mixing it in with the the white shade on the Morphe palette. So I'm just kind of making them, kind of trying to get the best shade, I guess, of white. The one on the Morphe palette is a little more matte. The Miko one is, or Kiko one is a little more shimmery, so I just wanted to get the right thing. Then I'm going in with this Ico London liquid liner. This is a filtered one. I really love these. Ever since I got the Epsi bags where they send you new products every month, I've been getting a lot of these and I've gotten used to using them. I used to use only gel ones because I liked how to use them, but these are so convenient. Like, I've gotten pretty good at using them, except for that moment right there where I just happened to mess up, but it was a pretty easy cleanup. So I just kind of wanted to get the corner of my eyes a little bit longer, kind of getting it like more of like a cat eye look, going down to the center, extending it out, and then retouching up that white eyeshadow that I had put it right there. And then basically the colors that I had done above, I'm not really grabbing too much extra powder. I'm really just touching up the bottom waterline. So what I'm using is actually whatever was left on that white ceramic tray, and I'm just picking up the excess and then just blend it on. So from all the colors that I had used, since I wiped it on the tray, I just kind of put it under. It's just kind of mixing them all together. And then I'm going in with the Real Benefit mascara. This is one of my favorites. I also got it on the Epsi one. I like how it kind of just accentuates, I guess, your own natural eyelashes. I really love it. And I'm putting a very light coat, very few light coats on my bottom lashes. Kind of using the tip. I like the tip of this wand. It just kind of makes it perfect for this little details. And then I'm using this super strong hold, the Ivy by Kiss eyelash glue, and I'm getting some eyelashes. The ones that I'm using are the Daiso Cosmetics one, and this is in the E05. I bought this for $1.50 for the 3, so I'm pretty happy with this. Just make sure that when you use these, you cut them to the size of your eye. I'm also using this nail brush. I got this off of my phase of wanting to do nails, but I never did that. I really like this brush, at least the tip of it, to push in the eyelash closest to my skin, but on my eyelashes. So I'm just kind of pushing it in there, make sure that it's right. And then I'm going in with the other eye. Same thing basically, making sure it's even and pushing it in. I try not to put it too close to the end of my eye and not too far to the inner side of my eye, because or else it just kind of hurts when you're blinking or over the course of the day. And I like how this one eventually just dries clear. And then I'm retouching the mascara. Right here I'm going in with the, I believe this is the Molly lip gloss. And I'm kind of cleaning it up a little bit there. Really what I'm doing is mixing a bunch of colors together until I get the color I like. I ended up taking off that Molly color and I ended up putting on the Superstay matte lipstick. And this is a new one. It's the same line from the foundation that I used, the Superstay by Maybelline. So here you can see I use those 3 shades right there, and I'll link those in the bottom. And then I'm using this highlighter. I'm not sure what brand this is even where I got it, but I'm using this fan brush right here, and I'm just kind of blending it out, highlighting everything. I'll go ahead and link everything that I use in the description box below. And I'm using that on the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. Also right there, what is that, the Cupid's bow? I kind of like to highlight that as well, and then again with my cheeks right there and my little, yeah. I don't like fan brushes to do my makeup, but this one I really love. It kind of concentrates everything. I love it. And then I'm using the, what is that, the eyebrow bone? I'm just kind of putting some there too. And because I'm extra and I really like the shiny nose, I put a little bit extra on there as well. And I'm just kind of combing through my hair real quick. My hair is not perfect. My hair is a mess, actually, every single day. But yeah, I love this look. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you like, please subscribe. I do plan on coming out with more looks, and